Hi students, we are moving on to another important aspect of probability. We briefly touched on two-way table during the last lesson, but today I'll go further in depth onto this particular subtopic within probability. So what is a two-way table? Basically, two-way table requires us to actually fill in information of an experiment that could take place. Like for example, flipping a coin and throwing a six-sided die. So by drawing a two-way table, okay, you can actually have a 6x2 or 2x6 kind of tables. So I've given you one example on the screen right now. Okay, so by writing down all the possibility of this experiment, so you can actually have one head, one tail, two head, two tail, three head, three tails, four head, four tail, five head, five tail, and six head, six tail. So these are all the possible outcome from that experiment. Okay, so so question B, you're talking about how many different ways can you actually have a outcome for this results. So how many different outcomes? There are actually 12 possible outcomes, isn't it? So in simple terms, is actually 2 times 6 that will actually give us the total different outcomes from this experiment, which is part B of the question. Okay, moving on to part C, they say, okay, determine the probability of obtaining a head. Oh, by looking at all the 12 different results, you can have quite a number of ways to get ahead, which is actually 6 ways here, isn't it? Can you see? 6 ways. So therefore, the probability to get ahead will be actually 6 out of 12, which is half a chance. So a very good chance, 50-50 chance of getting ahead from this experiment. What about to get a tail and an even number? So now we're going to look at the tail side and the even numbers. So by looking at it on the tail side, okay, there are 3 possibilities to get a tail and an even numbers. And bearing in mind there are total of 12 possibilities in this experiment. So therefore, to get the probability of a tail and an even number will be 3 out of 12, which is 1/4. What about the probability of obtaining a 5? Okay, so it simply means you can have 5 head or 5 tail, isn't it? So it's actually 2 out of 12 chance, which is 1/6. As well as if you want to find a tail and a number greater than 2. Okay, this is a tricky part. Whenever we are talking about greater than a number, meaning it's not inclusive of that number. So when it says greater than 2, meaning we are only looking for 3, 4, 5, and 6. Make sense? So for this case, again, let's circle those possibility. Okay, the tail and a number that's greater than 2. So there are actually 4 possibilities, 4 out of 12 again, which is 1/4. So I hope you are able to grasp, to have a better understanding in the two-way table. I'll give another example from the textbook. So before I go on to the second example, okay, some of you might be asking, oh, can we actually have the table in another orientation? So early on, we actually have it in this manner. So you can also have it in this manner too, what you call 2x6 method. Okay, so you can still do it this way. So you list it out and the results will still be the same, because ultimately when you draw a two-way table is to assist you in solving the problems. So I've taken this question from the textbook, quite a long question, but never mind, let's break it up into small little chunks. First, we need to draw a table of rolling a red die and a blue die. So the top panel here represents the blue die, and the side column here, it represents the red die. So all the possibilities are listed here, and in fact I've color-coded them to support you in your understanding. You can have result 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, so on and so forth. So you list down all the possibility. So by looking at this, are you able to tell me the total possible outcomes when you roll 2 different die? The answer is there are actually 36 ways, isn't it? 6x6. So So I've already answered this question. Simply means because there are 6 possible outcomes for blue, 6 possible outcomes for red. So that's why it's 6 by 6. So it's 36 outcomes. Moving on. You say, what's the probability of getting 1 on both dice? Oh, by looking at the table, where do I actually find the information on 1 for both die? And you stare very carefully and you will actually find it at the corner here. 1 red and 1 blue. There's no other possibility. So you only can have 1 out of 36 probability to get this outcome. Moving on, next question. They say probability of getting a 1 on a red and 6 on a blue. And again, look carefully at the table. 1 red and 6 blue. 1 red, 6 blue. Oh, it's at the other corner there. 1 red and 6 blue. And you only again have 1 out of that 6 chance. 1 out of the 36 chance. Okay. Moving on. What about getting a 1 on any die? Okay, 1 on any die. So you can actually have all these outcomes, isn't it? 1 on any die. 1 on any die will include 1 on both die, isn't it? So if you count, there are actually 11 possibilities out of the 36. Okay, moving on to the next question. They say probability to get an even number on the red die and an odd number on the blue die. So let's again circle all the possibility, even on the red and odd on the blue. Even on the red, odd on the blue. So I'm able to find 9 of them. So the probability for this to happen will be 9 out of 36, which is 1/4. What about getting an even number on both die? So let's again look at all the probability of getting even on both die. So it will be 2, 2, 2, 4, 2, 6, 4, 2, 2, 4, 4, 4, 6, 6, 2, 6, 4, 6, 6. And coincidentally, there are also 9 outcomes out of that 36, which is 1/4. Okay, moving on. They say, what's the probability of getting an odd number on both die? So again, let's look at the possibility. Odd number on both die, and again 1 1 1 3 1 5 3 1 3 3 3 5 5 1 5 3 5 5, and again coincidentally there are 9 out of 36 of them, which is 1/4 chance. Moving on, next question. They say, oh, what's the probability of getting a sum of 6? So you need to add up the numbers, and I realized that there are 5 possible ways. Okay, so it's 5 out of 36 chance. J, they say, what's the probability of getting 2 numbers whose sum is 1? I actually can't find any of them, isn't it? I can't find any of them. So there are only 0 possibility or probability to get it. What about the next question? Sum of 2 numbers to get a total of 13. There's no way we can get 13 because the maximum is only 12. 6 plus 6, isn't it? So that again, there is no chance. Okay, so I hope you have a better understanding of the two-way table. In fact, in the future, I will be also teaching you the tree diagram. Do complete the remaining questions in MyEd Online. Okay, see you soon. Bye.